Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. It's match day 32 in a Liga. The league is already decided. PSG have won, but there are still so many things to be decided, especially those Champions League places, especially those European places. There's just there are 7 teams fighting it out for those European places, and then you go down to the relegation places. Montpellier are already done, but then you have again 4 or 5 teams fighting it out to stay in the league. So let's go ahead and make our predictions for the weekend's game. 3 games to go, so much on the line. So let's start the first game. It is Nice versus Rams. It is a 4th versus 13th. Now Nice are in a really good form, but at the same time Rams are really in a good form as well. These are fighting it out for those Champions League places. They want to stay, they want to play in the Champions League next season, but they are up against a Rams side who have been recently are on a really good run. They have won 3 out of their last 5 games, and I expect it to be quite a tough game for Nice. I expect quite a hard fought game, and that is why I just don't see a winner out of this game. Unfortunately for Nice, I think they are going to drop points here, and that is going to hurt their chances of qualifying for the Champions League Champions League. But at the end, I am going for a 1-1 draw between Nice and Rams. Moving on, it is Strasbourg versus PSG. It is 7th versus 1st. Now, 2 of the teams who are basically the most informed teams at the moment. Strasbourg have been doing amazing. The manager Rosner got his contract extended over the weekend as well. So they are coming into this game with a lot of confidence. PSG, on the other hand, themselves are coming into this game with a lot of confidence. They defeated Arsenal at the Emirates in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. So they are, their confidence is going to be really high. But they lost for the first time this season in Liga last weekend at the hands of Nice. So this game could turn out to be a really exciting one. This game could go either way, but I am going to stay on the fence in this game as well. I expect goals in this game, but I just don't see a winner. I'm going for a 2-2 draw between Strasbourg and PSG. Then it's Toulouse versus Rennes. It is 12th versus 11th. Now Toulouse are in a dreadful form. They are winless in their last 6 games. They finally ended the run of 4 straight defeats last weekend by drawing a game. But I don't think their favors are going to change. They are playing against a Rennes side who are a place above them, but their form is quite good. 3 wins in the last 5 games, and they are playing a really good football. And I think Toulouse are going to suffer hard defeat here, and that is going to hurt their chances. They are still with a shout of getting relegated with the way that they are playing, so it's going to hurt them quite a lot. I'm going for a very convincing 2-0 win for Rennes. We then have Saint Etienne versus Monaco. It is 17th versus 4th. Now 2 teams who are fighting it out at the moment. Saint Etienne want to stay in the league. Monaco want to qualify for the Champions League, and both teams coming into this game with quite an inconsistent form. Saint Etienne, they have just 1 win in their last 5 games, 3 defeats. Monaco on the other hand, just 2 wins with 2 defeats and a draw. So it's not like both of these are coming in this game with a really good form. Saint Etienne are going to be the home side, so they might think that they can do something in this game. Monaco sometimes they struggle away from home, especially with a tough crowd, and Saint Etienne's crowd is gonna be really up for it. They have these home games are very important if they want to stay in the league, and I think they are gonna give it their all. I think it's going to be a very tough game, and I expect I have a feeling here that Monaco are gonna drop the points here. I'm going for a draw, but I will not be surprised if Saint Etienne sneak up and get all 3 points against Monaco. But I am gonna go for a 1-1 draw between Saint Etienne and Monaco. Then it's a massive game. It's Nantes versus Angers. It is 14th versus 15th. Just 2 points separates these 2 teams. 2 points ahead Nantes, but the form of both these teams is quite dreadful. 1 win in the last 5 games for both of them, but Nantes have 2 important crucial draws for the last 2 games, and that is why they are 2 points ahead of Angers. But anything can change in this one game. Angers win, and they are going to overtake Nantes and get a gap between them and the teams below them. As I said, that relegation fight is very tight. I think it's going to be a very good game. There's going to be goals in this game, and I just have a sneaky feeling. I just don't know why, but I think Angers are going to get a win here, and they are going to shock Nantes with the win. I'm going for a very entertaining, hard-fought 2-1 win for Angers. Moving on, we have Brest versus Montpellier. It is 9th versus 18th. And now Brest's season is basically done. They're not going to get relegated. There's no chance of them qualifying for Europe. They are going to finish in mid-table, but they would hope that they finish in the top 10. Their form is not that good. They have been quite inconsistent. But they are playing against a Montpellier side who are already relegated. Unfortunately, that was confirmed last weekend. And their form is quite dreadful. And I don't see any other result apart from a Brest victory. And I think it's going to be a comfortable win as well. I'm going for a 3-0 win, for Brest. Moving on, it is a Lyon versus a Lens. It is 5th versus 8th. Lyon again, one of those teams who want to get into the Champions League places. They are just 1 point behind the team above them. Playing against a Lens side who basically are out of it. There's no chance of them qualifying for Europe. But they could cause upset here. They could it's like, I'm not gonna go into the Champions League. I'm not gonna go play European football. So I'm gonna make sure that you don't play European football as well. And there could be the party poppers for Lyon in this game. It could cut, and this game is a very hard one to predict because both of these teams are so inconsistent. If you look at their recent form as well, the last 5 games for Lyon, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats and a draw. Lens on the other hand, 3 defeats and 2 draw. Every weekend it's a different result for both of these teams, so it's quite hard to predict. But just because Lyon are the home side, I'm gonna give them the edge here. I don't expect a very a boring game here. I expect goals in this game, and again this game could go anywhere. It's a very hard one to predict, but Lyon are the home side, so I'm gonna go with them. I'm going for a 3-2 win for Lyon. Then it's Auxerre versus Ligue. It is 10th versus 16th. Now Auxerre are in a quite a good form. 3 wins in the last 5 games. They are secure. They came into the League One this season, and they have had an amazing season. They would love to finish in the top 10. Just coming back into the league. They are playing against the Ligue side who are on the brink of relegation at the moment. They are on 16th place, that relegation promotion playoff place. But as I said, they are just a point behind Onjo, 3 points behind Ligue. So if anything, not Ligue, unknown. So if anything happens, they get a win here, and one of those 2 teams lose, they can get away from that relegation promotion playoff place, and they can be safe. It's going to be quite a fun game, but I think Auxerre are going to get the job done here. They're going to get another victory and cement their place in that top 10. But I am expecting goals in this game as well. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Auxerre. And we end with the weekend with a massive game. It is Lille versus Marseille. It is 3rd versus 2nd. Both of those those teams again fighting for those Champions League places. I just don't know what to predict in this game. Both of these teams have won 4 games in the last 4 out of their last 5 games. I expect goals in this game. I expect quite an entertaining game, but I just don't see a winner. I'm going for a 3-all draw between Lille and Marseille. And with that, my predictions for match day 32 of Ligue are complete. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Let me know all about it in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.